I swear nothing will stop me from fighting, from conquering. I'm your beautiful ruler, your god of the water. I am your king. Leader stepping down, the leader stepping down. Here to take the crown, I'm here to take the crown. Crown me, dress me as your majesty. Bow down for me on both knees and kiss the ring. Crown me, dress me as your majesty. Bow down for me on both knees and kiss the ring. I am king.
Why, hello, and welcome to King Me, Rise of a Drag King. I'm Goldie Peacock, one of your judges and hosts, and I cannot wait for this week. We have so much amazing stuff in store. I've been performing, teaching, judging, and emceeing for over 10 years. Although, really, let's be honest, I've been judging for over 30. I've also been featured in publications such as the Huffington Post and Refinery 29. And if you want to see me live this year outside of Brooklyn, where I live and perform frequently, you can catch me in the UK from the end of May to the beginning of June, and then also headlining the Austin International Drag Festival in Texas in November. But enough about me. Let's move on to this week's challenge. So for this week, the contestants had to do the other half challenge. Obviously, that's something that I totally hate, but I just agreed to judge this as a favor. Their assignment was to divide themselves right down the middle and have a male side and a female side, and then do a photo shoot and take themselves on a date. So anyway, let's see what they have to show us.
Hi, Rhett Slutler. Nice to meet you. Billy Coquette. Ooh, your mustache tickles. I get that a lot. Excuse me? Got to say, you quite look like your profile picture. Of course I do. Can't you see the resemblance? Handsome man with a mustache? Handsome man with a mustache. I have to say, it's not quite recent. I was more in my prime in that shot. But, you don't look quite the same yourself. I guess I like to recapture my youth. You don't say. You're one to talk. Is that your father's suit? Touché. Touché.
What can I get you folks this evening?
Take a scotch and maybe a sex on the beach for the lady. I'll take a shot of your strongest bourbon. Isn't she righteous? Excuse me while I go powder my nose. You know, I was just looking for some afternoon delight, but this babe is a keeper. She might even be the one, you know? Alright, well. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. It'll be easy, I'll take him home tonight. No problem. Look at him. He's just so... Just look at him. Want to shoot some pool, pretty lady? Have you got the balls? You've got all the balls you need. So tell me, honestly, what are you looking for? Profile was pretty vague. Was it really? Been known to be a wild stallion in the past, but looking for a Betty to settle down with long term. I can be your Betty for a night, but I don't think you can handle this pony long term. This is great. I'm having a great time. You're a fine gal. I'll fight you for this poutine. I like a weak man. Some fourchettes. It's a couple of poutine forks.
Hashtag the only Canadian in the show.
Yeah. I was gonna do pizza, and then I was like, no, everybody needs to see poutine. Everybody.
Do you have time to do that one more time, or do you have to go like a 10-year thing? If I call a cab, I don't have to.
Hey girl, what's up? Oh, not much, getting ready. Guess who I got a date with? Papi Churro. He told me he got his tax return and we're going out. So I'm really excited about that. Oh, we're gonna go out somewhere real nice. I'm gonna make him take me out somewhere real nice. Cause you know what he did the other week, right? He was looking at my sister and I was like, hell no, you do not do that. You do not look at my sister. Anyway, I'll let you know how it goes. Okay? Okay. I'll talk to you later. Arato. So you know that one girl, Jinxie, from the party? Yeah. We're going out tonight.
Where are you taking her?
I don't know. Probably take her to fucking Taco Bell or some shit like that. You know them hood rats. She thinks we're going somewhere nice. I don't know. I'm gonna bring her back to the house. My mom's out of town, so I'm gonna bring her back to the pad, put some Netflix and chill.
Bro.
I'll hook that up.
Bro.
Why are you tripping?
Nah, you funny. Taco Bell. Talk about the Taco Bell.
Which bitch always talking about Taco Bell this and Taco Bell that?
Yeah, let me know how that goes.
Okay, all right. Excuse me, are you taking me to a Taco Bell? I don't think so. You told me that you got your tax return and we were gonna go out someplace nice. This is not nice. What do you mean? Do you know how much my hair costs? Do you know how much these nails cost? Okay, a hell of a lot more than anything I got at Taco Bell. This is a good place. What are you talking about? I like it here. So you're taking me someplace real nice, okay? Don't you like it here? You always talking about going to Taco Bell and how you want to eat Taco Bell. Like, what the hell? This is nice. Why you busting my balls? I guess, okay, this is nice. Much, much better. This ain't Olive Garden or Red Lobster. All right, you happy? You satisfied? I'm taking you somewhere nice. Does that make you happy? What is this stuff? Hand rolls, sushi rolls, calamari. $15 for that? Are you serious? Okay, pick something nice, but not too nice, okay? I don't want to go broke here. Boy, I sure love my vegan pho and my water. It's a good thing you spared no expense. But this is real cute. This is what all my friends at work be talking about. Let's go get pho. Let's go get pho. Let's go get pho. It's pretty good. It's okay. Babe, come back. I'm not gonna be like that. I'm not trying to be like that.
What is this? Netflix and chill? We'll just come over, watch some movies. I won't. You think I'm that kind of person? I don't think so. I'll sit right here. Whatever. I'm not that type of person over there. Have somebody come over and do Netflix and chill. I know what that's about. I'm not stupid. I'll make it up to you. I feel bad. I feel bad for how I was treating you. I feel bad. I have tickets to go see Erykah Badu this week. Why don't you just hang on over? I'll take you out. It'll be all good. Papi knows how to take care of his women. Did you say Erykah Badu? I think I might be able to give you one more chance. But you are going to sit right there, and I'm going to sit right there, and I'm not going to have any champagne. Okay? That's all.
I know my heart is a ghost town.
This week on Blind Dates, we've got Mona Lon, a landscaper from a rural town, and Jet Setter, a private pilot from the city. Mona Lon has a simplistic, elegant style. She's in her mid-30s. She's smart yet sassy, because she's had to work hard against the misogyny embedded in her rural town to make her landscaping business successful. Jet Setter is a dorky metrosexual who's a private pilot in his late 20s. He is starting to yearn for a partner to join him on his excursions, but he is not accustomed to intimacy.
Hi, I'm Jet Setter. Hi, I'm Mona Lon. Pleased to meet you. Pleasure is all mine. You look lovely. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Polite man. I try to be chivalrous. Chivalry? Chivalry, it's kind of like courtly love. Simple stuff, like opening a door, pulling out a chair, offering you my jacket when it's cold, stuff like that. Oh, sure, I've heard of that, but men in my hometown probably couldn't even pronounce chivalry. My last boyfriend's idea of romance was rolling down the truck window so it wouldn't get so fogged up. Wow. Well, I believe the proper way to show respect to a strong woman like yourself is, to spoil her to some degree. I mean, I know you're more than capable of pulling out your own chair, but I wanted to show you that I'm the kind of man that knows how to be of service. Well, that just about dills my pickle. Sure would be a welcome change from the where's my dinner mentality of all the men I've known. How old are you anyway? 27? Huh. But I usually don't date younger guys. Well, there's a first for everything. Is it okay if I ask you something kind of personal? Sure, go ahead. You're from the city, right? Are you a vegetarian? I hear lots of city boys don't eat meat. Yeah, I'm from the city, but I definitely eat meat. And fish, too. Oh. I bet you get some good cuts of meat back home. Well, sometimes the horns are bigger than the buck, if you get my drift. So I'm kind of picky. I like a nice, juicy, thick cut of meat. Oh, really? So, what's your favorite dish? I like to marinate the breast and drizzle them with a red wine reduction that's so succulent that you just want to lick the plate. Or a nice roast, rump roast. That's my favorite. I always take time to savor a tender rump. I've always said that anyone worth doing is worth doing right. So what kind of business do you do anyway? I own a landscaping company called Mona Lawn and Landscaping. I like to make sure that my lawn is well tended. Thanks, John. Thank you. Do you know him? I know the owner. I've flown him and his partner to their cabin a few times, so I come here often. Is that how we got this private table? Yeah, I told him that I had a date with a successful entrepreneur that I wanted to impress. Oh, well, thank you. You flattered me. So, you're a pilot? Yeah, I fly private planes for executives of a big corporation here in the city. But I also have a little Cessna that I like to take up when I have some free time. So, you've traveled a lot then. You've seen the world? Mostly the U.S. Mostly fly to remote places to hike and camp. Oh, a nature lover. I hear having sex while camping is fucking intense. That's a good one. Oh yeah. Here's another. Why did the pine tree get in trouble? I don't know. Why? Because it was naughty. I've been known to tie a few knots. Oh, really? Well, maybe if you're lucky, I'll show you the ropes. Okay. I have a silly one. How do you get down from a tree? You don't. Down comes from ducks. Okay. One more. Why don't ducks tell jokes when they fly? No idea. Because they'd quack up.
For after they get...
Speaking of flying, it seems it's true what they say about pilots getting up quick. That may be. But we always know how to lay her down gently.
Oh.
I'm sure you do. Okay. I have a confession. I've never been on a plane. You're kidding. You have to let me take you up sometime. Really? OMG! I've always wanted to fly. I bet it's beautiful up there. Seeing everything from a whole new perspective, like a whole new world. A new fantastic point of view. Sorry, Aladdin's my guilty pleasure. Me too! My Cessna's name is actually Magic Carpet. You don't want to go for a ride, do you? You could get out of this place, see the world. Is it safe? Sure. Do you trust me? What? Do you trust me? Yes.
I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? I've been
A whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. But when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear that now I'm in a whole new world with you.
anywhere. There's time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with you. Whole new world. That's where we'll be. Thrilling chase.
Wondrous place for you and me.
Speed dating. Donald Trump has arrived. That's right. Mr. President is in the building. It's time for the Donald to do some winning. Hillary Clinton. Speed dating. Hello, have I gone? Let's hope there's not another Bill here. Where's that bartender? I'm gonna need a drink. Hillary. Can I call you Hillary? That's Miss Clinton since I'm nasty. Good one there, Hillary. Nice button. So what brings you here? Bill not having relations with Monica again? Oh, Don. No, he thought grabbing her by the pussy would be more appropriate. Something Melody, I'm sure, is familiar with. Oh, wait. Should I say Ivanka? Disgusting woman. You know Melania's a Trump Tower with Barron. And Ivanka, oh, let me try to guess Ivanka. Is she working on that clothing line so she can build your wall? Fake news. Fake news. What is your job at CNN now? Got all these alternative facts? Oh yes, alternative facts. Just like your locker room talk, Don. Now you know, just like everyone else, Donald has the most respect for women. Women love Trump. Love him. Yes, women love being called disgusting animals, slobs, and dogs. It was just Rosie. Just Rosie. Oh, Donald, I wonder if we build the wall to keep you out, if Mexico would pay for it then. For a million times there, Hillary, I've told you a million times, Mexico is going to pay for that wall. They're begging for me to build that wall. Donald, I promise you, no one is begging you to build anything. We don't even know if Trump can do the job. Oh, the Donald can do the job, I guarantee. The Donald's a winner. He wins all the time. He wins so much people are practically begging him to stop winning. They're saying, Mr. President, you can't keep winning. We can't handle all the winning. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Take a drink. Thank God. I couldn't hear much more about his wedding. I'd rather talk about my WikiLeaks emails. Disgusting women. Can't do anything with them. Oh, I know. Very nice. Very, very nice. Anyone ever tell you look just like my daughter Ivanka?
My black rose.
Come in, darling, come in. I just need to touch up my lipstick. So where do you want to go tonight, Angst Muffin?
Cemetery picnic.
We did that last week.
Medical Oddities Museum.
I think it's closed for maintenance. And the two-headed baby skeleton is on loan.
Seance.
No way! I just got the smell of sage out of my corset.
What do you want to do tonight? Glitter corpse?
Arcade? Yeah, it's really bright in here.
Goth club?
Okay. This blows.
Yeah, this music is awful.
What do you want to do?
You know it doesn't matter to me. We're all on a slow progression towards a dark and empty grave, so the loneliness is always momentarily abated by spending time with you, Vampire Cupcake.
I love you, rotting pumpkin. Ooh, I know. How would you like to feel the fires of hell?
Only if they burn as intensely as my passion for you, Black Cat.
Oh, Sugar Skull. In this vast, meaningless void, you're the only one for me. Come on, let's go.
Hey.
Hola, welcome to Hotbox. Pastas?
Let's do it.
Let's do them all.
feel like I've walked through the fire and the flames.
This is how it must feel to be one of Satan's brides.
Do you love him more than me?
Of course not, voodoo doll.
Hey, thanks, man.
Thanks for saucing with me.
Thanks for a great night, Fluff Demon.
Thank you, Hellfire Popsicle.
Damn, that was amazing! You boys turned it out this week. Now, for the viewers at home, you may have noticed that our numbers have dwindled slightly since the last episode, but let's give it up for these 5 incredible contestants who remain and have given it their all since the very beginning of this competition. Bravo, dudes. I'm so schwitzy right now. It is not a good look. There we go. Much better. As I was saying, now that we've seen all the footage, let's deliberate.
So I really love this challenge. It is one that I have done myself, and I agree with you that everybody did awesome. And I think to all of the young, aspiring drag superstars out there, you should definitely try this out.
I really like it because it makes them like really push, and like especially kings that aren't feminine at all have to push that and become feminine on one side and really make the masculine stand out from the feminine. And I like that because it shows that they're versatile.
Yeah, and the same for kings who aren't really the most masculine, which brings me to Ennis.
Right.
I really had 2 top favorites, and one of them was Ennis. I just love the goth couple. I was sitting in my apartment watching that video and LOLing, and I love that the 2 looks were very different from each other. There were pronounced voice changes.
My dark prince.
My black rose.
And the dude was very masked and very blasé, which showed this whole different side of Ennis that we haven't seen before. So that was pretty neat.
Yeah, totally enjoyed the same thing about it. It was fun. It was a really fun video. And his characters were cool. They were 2 totally different characters. Definitely looked different from man to woman. I feel like some of the makeup could have been stronger. Like if you look at the close-ups of the video, like the beard is a bit blotchy. Like it could be filled in a little bit more.
But I must say, Ennis, I've never seen Ennis look so masculine, and I liked it.
Right, yeah, no, his masculine side was masculine, like it looked like a dude. And then his chick side, or female side, looks very feminine. And in the video, like the character, that the female was a very strong character, and the guy was a very different character. I wish he would have played his male character a little bit stronger. Not that it was bad, again, he was one of my favorites. But I felt like the female character was so over the top. She had such this like distinct personality, and the male character kind of fell short in that. And again, I don't know if he was going for that, but I just feel like it seemed weaker than the female character.
I really liked Ennis's date because he did what actual real couples do. Like, God, this is boring. Do you want to go somewhere else? Like, it just brought me back to real life instead of a TV date. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, they went to multiple places, and I love that they wanted to experience hell, so they went to the hot sauce store, and the hot sauce vendor is just standing by. I loved all of the dates where there was somebody else standing by who had clearly been recruited for these videos and was volunteering to do it, and I thought that detail was really cute.
I don't even think the hot sauce guy knew. He looked slightly confused, like, what is happening right now? he had that specific date. The hot sauce guy had a confused look, and I was just like, you just blew his mind. That's awesome. Anyway, let's move on. It's Rhett.
My favorite thing about Rhett is like just his overall look and the difference between the two, like the male versus female look. They were definitely two very strong looks, one feminine, one masculine. The other thing I liked about him is the interaction that he had in his video with himself.
He worked
like off-camera things to kind of make it really look like they were interacting physically.
It's because he interacted with himself. He kissed his own hand. Granted, it was somebody else's hand, but how he made it look as if it was his own hand or that girl, you know, and he with the cell phone sliding across the bar. It was all just perfect. It felt like it was an actual date and they were actually in the same room together and they were actually two different people.
Like, I know that you really enjoyed the way that he like slid the phone back and forth across the bar, but in a dating situation, like, you don't usually do that. You kind of hand the phone to somebody else. So even though like the concept of his video was great, the characters were very strong, I feel like he still could have even pushed himself even further for the characters to be even more different and for the interactions to be even more personal than they were.
I love that he also represented Canada with the poutine. That was a cute detail. And I loved with the wig how part of it was removable so that it wasn't really visible from the side. That was definitely a next level detail.
Right. I was hoping on his girl side, the only critique I really have is I was hoping on his girl side he would have pulled his hair back a little bit so we could have saw her facial expressions, because that's like half of it is the facial expressions, and that's what I really look at. And so just maybe like if this were to happen again, pull the hair back and, you know, out of your mouth and out of your face.
Well, she was too busy being shady, maybe, throwing the date shade from under all that hair. I loved how there was a little shade in their date. It was cute. And how they had these different expectations of how it was going.
When you look at the straight-on photo of his picture, it's like totally different. Half man, half woman. It's totally different. I love it.
So I just think he portrayed two separate characters very strongly. And when watching the video, it was hard to determine that it was the same person.
Right.
Which I think is what we were really looking for.
So, okay, the next one is Trey Alize.
Sure. So when I initially saw that look and realized the whole concept, I laughed out loud and was like, ooh, this is going to be good.
I loved it, but I feel like, first of all, we're on a date, and I feel like if he would have used different jokes, like the little hand, he should have had a little hand. He should have had a little hand because it would have been hilarious, and he could have played off of that, or like jokes about like grab him by the pussy and stuff like that, because I love the political thing and what's going on and all that, but it didn't pull off strong enough for me because he's kind of just for me because he didn't put, his jokes weren't killing it. Does that make sense? Like it was
I feel like,
go ahead.
I actually disagree. I actually liked the dialogue in his date. I mean, he definitely could have had some stronger punchline here and there, but I think he touched a lot of the well-known topics between these two candidates that we've heard in the news and through the media during the selection process. My problem with this video is that he picked two looks that, I mean, it's almost kind of similar. It's not a very distinct male-female look, and it doesn't look like Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. So you risk something there. You know, when you do an illusion, you have to have a few aspects of the illusion down. Not only do you have to look like that person and kind of invoke their mannerisms, but you also have to make sure that your energy level and all of that rises to theirs. And in this, I feel like it fell short in the look department. It doesn't look like Hillary Clinton. He got some of the major characteristics of Donald Trump, like the hat, and from the side he did like the pouty lip face. But the hair is wrong on both, and I just feel like he could have had a little more attention to detail in the makeup that would have made these characters stand out stronger, and where it actually looked like we were watching Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump on a date, as opposed to somebody impersonating the two of them.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, what I found is that there could have just been even more contrast between the two. So I would have said exaggerate both parts more, especially because, like you said, there is so much politics currently in the media at large and on shows like Saturday Night Live. So we're seeing a lot of caricatures. So if you're going to be doing a caricature of politicians at the moment, I don't even want to say anyone's name on this critique, but certain politicians who are being impersonated, then you need to exaggerate the crap out of them, like circus level of clowndom.
Anyways, let's continue on.
Yes, indeed. So Ace. So I thought that with Ace, the whole idea and the names and everything, all of that was pretty cute. But in order for this to really succeed, the differences needed to be made even more pronounced, both in how the characters were acting and especially the makeup on the female side.
The look, for me, like, the makeup, I don't really see a difference in some of his pictures, like from the male to female makeup. I mean, other than the beard, obviously, but it's not two strong characters. It's just kind of too... I would have liked to see it done up a little bit more obvious. I mean, the frontal picture is what really does it, because in the actual dating sequence from the side, it looked like two different people. I mean, it didn't look like a drag queen and a drag king. It looked like two normal people. So the realness of that was cool, but I wish the makeup would have been stronger on the female, because on the frontal view, you can't see the difference.
I totally felt like the female could have used some eye makeup or something to make it stand out. Like I get you're a Southern belle, that's really cool and it's beautiful, but like we're really trying to see the difference right now in this challenge, so you really have to show us.
Yeah, the female makeup just reminded me of myself in high school in the 90s.
Right.
But since this is a drag challenge, you need to go beyond, especially when there are contestants who are blocking out their brows and contouring their faces and just really, really showing the differences.
Right. And that was part of the instructions, like show us very, very significant differences, because we want to see that you could do both sides.
And then also the full skirt of the female side was just so visible and so obvious in the photos of the man side, so I wish that it could have been less so.
Right. I wish it was such a long date. It was the longest day I've ever been on, and it wasn't even my date.
I mean, it turned into a musical, so it went off on a tangent. So for like ADD minds, that was kind of exciting.
That's true. It could have been cute if there were a few innuendos sprinkled in, but the entire dialogue was made up of them, and I felt that got old pretty quick.
So I'll start off by saying that I do enjoy the interaction that Ace had his characters have in his date. Like, it kind of seemed like a date you could see someone having.
When they were at the table, I feel like it was a really cool date, yeah, but it was just in one place, and I didn't feel excited, and I felt like it was just... He could have taken us to another place and really shown different scenes and maybe worked with it, you know. Anyways, is that all you wanted to say about Ace Phoenix?
Yep, that's all I have to say.
So the next one I have is Papi Churro.
So first things first, I opened up the photos and I thought that the profile shots were stunning. I actually gasped and was like, whoa! It was like looking at two different people who each had a powerful story, and I wanted to know what that story was.
Okay.
So he has his female side and his male side. I will say, for me, Papi's male character, this side view, you would never guess that was a drag king. At all.
Like
that is straight up dude realness.
Yeah.
Like the contouring, the facial hair.
Yeah, I really like that too. Because he was the first one to submit, and I was like, whoa, that's so cool. Like, Papi really stepped it up. I really love that. And it was cool. The differences in his makeup between the girl and the boy, hands down, was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it cracked me up at one point because he was like, $15? God, that's expensive. And I was like, that's funny because, yeah. And it was cool and stuff, but I feel like he could have done more on his date. I feel like they just argued about it, the date, more than they went on a date.
The whole date seemed to sort of plateau energetically, and at times I felt a sort of similar vibe from the two characters and thought that the differences could have been exaggerated even more.
Yeah, his date was pretty cool. I liked it. I liked the character that he picked. And ending it with Netflix and chill is kind of funny because he's using something that people say now.
So yeah, we don't even have to deliberate that much because there's only 5 contestants now. It went from 10 to 5 and
Fab 5
2.0, so.
The judges have deliberated, and you boys sure did not make it easy for us this week. Now, we all know well enough that it's difficult enough to deal with oneself just being one drag performer. But 2, that is high maintenance. The judges have deliberated, and this week's top 2 are, drumroll please, Ennis F.W. and Rhett Slutler. And our winner this week is Ennis F.W. and Rhett Slutler. This week's winners will be receiving custom bow ties from Freddie Prince Charming of Arizona. Unfortunately, now is the time when we have to announce our bottom 2. This week's bottom 2 are Trey Alize and Ace Phoenix. And the contestant that's going home this week is no one! Woo! It's a momentous day in King Ray's history. 2 winners, nobody sent home. Aren't you glad you tuned in? This is all very exciting. I need to just Okay, so this has been a fabulous week here at King Me, and next week's challenge is going to be called Love Stash. Contestants needing to woo 2 very special guests whilst doing fierce impersonations. So stay tuned for that. I wanted to thank my fellow judge and host Spiky Van Dyke for making this beautiful glitter beard. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Also follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook. If you want to tip some of these incredible contestants or all of them, or donate money to this production, you can find us at our GoFundMe. And thank you so much. We love you. See you next week.